Hi there, this is Zara Indigo, and it is October 26th, and here in the Pacific Northwest it is 5 minutes to 11, and I'm going to pull a card for today. And these cards are the Anubis Oracle by Nikki Scully and Linda Starwolf. I'm simply asking for guidance. Oh, that's not it yet. One more shuffle. There it is. The card is the Crested Ibis, number 25. And on the bottom it says Sacred Archetypal Element of Air. And you can see in this card that this Crested Ibis is in flight, and there's this beautiful motion of the air around it. So just take a moment. This card is asking us to take a breath. Feel the air moving into your body. As you exhale, feel the air moving past your lips, merging with the space around you. What is true about our breath is that we share our breath with all living creatures. What some of us breathe in is what others of us have breathed out, and what they breathe in is what we've breathed out. So there's this reciprocity, right, of all life. The walking ones, the swimming ones, the slithering ones, the flying ones, and also the rooted ones. Without the rooted ones, we wouldn't have the oxygen we need to breathe in. Without the carbon dioxide we breathe out, the rooted ones wouldn't have their in-breath to breathe in. So this reciprocity. What is also true of the air and our breath is that the breath I breathe today in this moment is the same air that the first life forms began to breathe when they had breath in the beginning. And this air has been cycling around the planet for eons. This air is our atmosphere that helps protect us from space, from the vast void and pressures of space. Creates a bubble around our planet. And so this may be my breath right now, but really, truly, it's the earth's breath that we all share. What is also true about air is that it's invisible. We only know it by its effect, by the feeling of it brushing our hair when we're in the wind, by seeing the trees, leaves move on their branches. And in fact, it is the air that makes it possible for us to see anything, because if the air was not transparent, we wouldn't be able to see. And it's through the clearness, the clarity of the air that we can see the tree outside the window, that we can see the bird flying through the sky, that we can see the screen in front of us, that we can see all that is around us. When we're in a place where the air is not so clear, perhaps because it's foggy, or perhaps because it's smoggy, where the air is filled with particulate or with water vapor, then we can't see so well. So it's in the clarity of the air that things become transparent. The quality of air is intellectual, is mental, is the thinking realm, right? Is that place where we're able to bring in information and process it and make determinations and choices from that information. And when we're feeling foggy or unclear or smoggy in our minds, then making choices becomes more difficult. And in that moment, if things are unclear or foggy or smoggy, just stop and pause and take a breath. Bring your awareness to your breath. And on your out breath, allow that which is creating the uncertainty. Breathe it out. And just notice what happens to your thoughts when you bring your awareness to your breath. When we are a babe in our mother's womb, we don't yet have breath. We have flesh, we have the earth of us, the body of us. We have the waters moving through us, the waters within which we swim, the amniotic fluids. But it's not until we are birthed and we come out of our mother's body into the air of this earth that we take our first breath. And often with a cry, as we absorb what is all around us in this new place after the comfort and warmth of our mama's belly. But from that first breath, when we first emerge from the waters of our mother's womb, our breath breathes us. We don't have to think about it. It just simply happens. As soon as we inhale, we automatically exhale. And as soon as we've exhaled, we automatically inhale. And so it goes endlessly throughout our entire life until that moment when the last breath leaves us. And at that moment, it's when we move from this world, this body, this existence, into whatever comes next. And so our breath breathes us. Yet, when we pause and bring our attention to our breath, we begin to breathe our breath. You might say it's the same thing. Our breath breathing us, or us breathing our breath. And yet, there is a difference. And the difference is awareness. And what happens when we breathe our breath, it allows us to come into presence, the present tense, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. And in that present tense place, we're here. Right here is where life is lived, not before, not after, but right now. So with this card, number 25, the Crested Ibis, I invite you to breathe your breath, to pause, to come into awareness of right now. What do you hear right now? What do you see right now? What do you feel right now? And then let it go and arrive into right now. What do you feel right now? What do you see right now? What do you hear right now? And then let it go. So in breath, what is? Out breath, let it go. In breath, it is. Out breath, let it go. And so we arrive again and again and again and again into this ever present now. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for you and all that you do to help the whole be whole.